Okay, today we're looking at the types of muscle contraction. There are 4 types of muscle contraction. The first two are concentric and eccentric, which are both isotonic contractions. This type of contraction occurs when a muscle applies force and movement occurs at this joint, so the joint angle changes. So the concentric contractions occur when a muscle contracts and the length of the muscle shortens, and eccentric contractions occur when a muscle contracts and the length of the muscle increases. And then isometric contractions are the type of contraction which occurs when a muscle applies force but movement doesn't occur, which means that the joint angle doesn't change. So as you can see in this diagram, the concentric contraction, which is this one here, is where the bicep curl occurs and flexion occurs the elbow. So the joint angle decreases and the muscle of the biceps brachii shortens. And in the first picture you can see here there's no movement, which means that it's an isometric contraction and the joint angle doesn't change, but the muscle is still applying force to prevent the weight from just falling. And then the last type of contraction is the eccentric contraction, where the weight is moving downwards and the joint angle is increasing, and therefore the biceps brachii are actually lengthening, but they're still applying force to prevent the muscle from just applying no force and the weight just dropping to the ground. And then the last type of contraction is isokinetic contractions. And these contractions are similar to isotonic contractions because the muscle length does change when the contraction occurs. However, they are different slightly because isokinetic contractions only occur when the movement occurs at a constant rate. And so this is the machine that you'd really have to use to have an isokinetic contraction. And so the person would use their quadriceps to push this up, and they would then have their force measured, and this would apply appropriate resistance so that the movement is occurring at a constant rate when the knee goes into extension. And then they would also use their hamstrings to flex their knee and move their leg back in, and that would also occur at a constant rate.